Hey everyone, we're going to do some Project Life today. So you can see here I've cut down the little pieces and I've stuck them in my Design A page protector ready to create. So I'm just having a little fiddle around with the things that are going on. So this layout here is just basically all memes. Sometimes I just have those weeks or months where there's a lot of memes that come up and I screenshot them to either send to everyone else, or I screenshot them because I think it'd be cool to look back on or to add to my my albums. So they just accumulate sometimes, and because I am scrapbooking monthly, and that's how I do my Project Life, I don't do week by week, then it sort of sometimes accumulates like this together. So we're going to have a little fun. I am using the Kitaholic Kit's the June kit, which we got a lot of awesome goodies and lots of these printables. So I'm just going to cut some labels and have a little play with layering them up. So don't be intimidated by the fact that you might not have enough photos as such, and I'm doing inverted commas, to create Project Life. I think I'm pretty fluid in my use of Project Life. So I do a lot of layouts and I do them in multiple sizes, whatever I feel like at the time. And then in terms of the Project Life, if I've just got a whole bunch of photos that are from the same event, or a whole bunch of photos that are left over in just like little everyday moments, or like this one, I have a whole pile of memes, then that's when I just make a Project Life spread. And so sometimes it might be a full 12 by 12 like this, and then other times it might be I might cut it down to a 6 by 12 spread, or grab out a 9 by 12 or 8 by 11 or something, whatever other Project Life size I feel like. So you see I just layered my photo with pattern paper, and then I've just added a whole pile of labels behind as a design feature. Added that little girl and floral sticker, and looking at these word stickers to decide if I want to add one, cutting it in half so that I don't need to use all the words. And then I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of journaling, just because that meme obviously spoke to myself, as all of them. Otherwise, why would I have screenshotted them? That was a really bit of a dumb comment, Lauren. So just adding some bits and pieces, some sprinkles here, some wood veneer and enamel dots, just to finish off that page. And then I'm going to come in with this one. So sometimes it's just really fun. What I do is I treat each little Project Life card like its own spread. So because I'm using the same kit, I don't need to worry. They're all going to correlate. They're all going to go together because all the colors are the same. They're all the same supplies that I'm using, and then I don't need to worry about, well, obviously I'm going to remember what I just made. So if they're all down the bottom left, I might want it like that way, or I might change it. Otherwise, what I do is I treat each little card as its own little layout and feel really accomplished every time I make one, like I've just made a full 12 by 12 layout and can move along. It's quite motivating, but sometimes it does take me a little while because I'll spend a bit of time putting more and more and more on to get it the way I want it to be. So added some stickers and some labels here, added a word phrase rather than adding some journaling. It didn't really need any journaling, and again with the sprinkle bits, because they're sprinkle bits, why would you say no to them? So you see here I always move my little Project Life spread to the left here, and then to the right I pull out card by card and then add what I want to it, and then move it back to the left. So you can see as I'm creating how it all works together a little bit, because I do bunch up some supplies on my spread as well to the left. You can see I've got my word stickers and then the icon stickers and the alphabet stickers. So I love these little funny little memes. They're just, Facebook is just full of them. I don't even need to really go search any memes. I always just come up in my feed because I am part of a lot of Facebook groups, and then I get quite a good variety. So I'm just adding on some random stickers. My pen did not want to work, so changed it for this permanent marker. And then I'm going to just add a border. So I don't add a border to all my Project Life cards, but just ones that feel like it needs it, like that it needs to have that bit contained. Now I saw this little camera that's from the printables and thought that went really well with it. So I pulled up this sticker of the sunglasses, put it in, and I like that little cluster a lot more. So I'm going to add in some of these acrylic hearts. These are some of the things that I pulled from my stash to add to the June kit this month, so that I could have a few more sprinkle bits, which means that I use up some stash items and have fun creating. So I've got 3 little photos here. They are tiny skinny ones, just the way that it printed. Because I take a screenshot, I don't save the photo, so these ones are just really skinny screenshots. So on they go. I printed them like that, like a collage, I believe, or at least it was a collage with other photos, and then I've cut it down and realized they all kind of go together, so that'd be cool to add together. So I'm just going to put it on there onto that pattern paper, add a label, add this little ladybird just because it's cute, not because it's about ladybirds, but this is what Project Life is about sometimes. Just add in all the cuteness, add in all the little bits and pieces, and it's a really good way to use up your things. So either use up the rest of your kit or to use up some stash items that you've got sitting around. So it's just really nice to get things happening, and you don't have to you know, fill a whole 12 by 12 page. You're just filling in a 3 by 4 or a 4 by 6. So just adding the words "so funny" with these alphabet stickers, just trying to use up as much of those alphabet stickers as possible. I do have an idea coming up where I scrap lift myself, and then I use 2 different layouts, 2 different ways with these alphabets. But that's for another video. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to see it, because it'll come up in your news feed that because I am voiceovering those videos today too. So just have a little play. This is literally just a 4 by 6 filler card because I didn't have enough memes to fill it in. But also it's nice to just have at least one filler card, and sometimes it becomes a 4 by 6 and sometimes it's a 3 by 4 on the page. So there's just these little cards that we got in the ephemera kit, and then this frame as well, and then the other 2 items are from the printables. So you can see here, just having a little bit of fun with layering them up and getting some colours on there and getting a point of interest. Has no real relevance other than it's just cute, and everything going along this page is kind of cute and tiny little bit random. So just having a little play with these sprinkly bits now that I've chucked them on my table here. They're right in my face and make me want to use them. So I've got some acrylic pieces and some wood veneer and then some sequins. And then I'm just going to cut out some of this printable ephemera as well. So we've got these little paint strips and the rainbow. I've got the washi tape that I pulled out of my stash, so I'm just sticking that down using the washi. It just adds a little bit more. So there's this wood veneer and these acrylic pieces that I've stuck down, and look, it's just a tiny little bit cute, really. Trying to get a bit more on because it's me. Who are we fooling here? Of course I'm trying to get more on. So I'm going to have a little play. One of the things is nice in Project Life is that you repeat some elements. So repeating using these letters on a couple of the cards means that it is cohesive as well. And again, using up stock. But I just spell out the word memes because it's literally... Otherwise, you know, sometimes my filler card might say, you know, at the beach for the day, or everyday life, or something related to why I've put all these photos together. It's the same as, it's kind of like I make a title for it, whereas other people might do, and sometimes I do the month, I might go it's August, but a lot of other people might do like week 26 and they put the dates and things like that is usually what they do on their title card. So I'm going to add on these little pieces here. I'm just going to use my stapler just because I like the look of the stapler, but also it was a bit easier to add on that arrow without fiddling with the skinniness of it with the glue and the double-sided tape. It's just nice and quick. And then again, of course, layering up all the bits so that I can get on as much as I want and as much as possible. And then moving on to the next one. So having a little think. Sometimes, I don't know if this is for some people, I don't plan out my project life cards, so I don't plan out the sizing of anything or anything. But you can see sometimes I can cut it down smaller and other times I keep it bigger. But it's kind of just as I'm editing my photos and making collages, I kind of just have a think and say, oh yeah, well that's, you know, I think that's pretty cool. At this size I'll be able to read it and see it and value it, and you know, as long as it's smaller than 3x4, then I'm going to be able to have a play with it. And then other times, you know, I'm just a bit lazy and print the whole screenshot, and then I either keep it as that size or I cut down just that little image from the screenshot. So it's just, you know, I think for myself, I don't like to be super organized like that, because I feel like if I'm organize it and then I change my mind in the moment, then I'm just wasting my time organizing things and having it all planned out like that. So I sort of just like the fun of designing as I go. So even when I print my photos, I'll print them and then I'll put them in page protectors, but I put them in either 12x12 full page protectors or 12x12 Project Life. And so I'll just put the photos in them in order, and then when I come to them, I will either pull out the photos for the layout and then I'll go, oh yep, I'm going to make a 12x12 or an 8.5x11 or whatever I feel like. And because I've already printed them and I'm storing them in the album, when I go to the page, the photo behind that page, I have an idea that it's going to be either a different size or 12x12, so that I can make sure that things file in my album pretty well, if that makes sense. And then with the Project Life, I just put a collection of photos together and stick it in the top pocket of the Project Life page. And then when I come to do it, I pull out that little pile and I pull out a protector and work out where my photos are going to be, change the protector if I want to, and then cut down things if I want to, change it up, take things out and go, no, I don't want that photo in here anymore, and have a play that way. But anyway, here's my last little card. Hopefully this has helped you to get inspired with Project Life and to see how things can be made. And here's the close-up of the layout with memes. So hopefully you get something made today and enjoy your crafty space. Thanks guys. See you next time. Bye.